Need a parliament. Why do we need a parliament? What are the role of parliament in Indian constitution? Yes, the role of parliament is very important in Indian constitution. It is the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues. Functions of parliament. First one, lawmaking. Parliament is the final authority for making new laws and changing existing laws in our country. Second one, control over the government. In India, the control of parliament over the government is direct and full. Those who run the government can take decisions only as long as they enjoy the support of the parliament. Third one, control the money or making budget of the country. Parliament controls all the money that government has. In most countries, the public money can be spent only when the parliament sanctions it. Fourth one, highest forum of discussion and debate. Parliament is the highest forum of discussion and debate on public issues and national policy in any country. Parliament can seek information about any matter. For example, any rule will pass in Parliament. That Parliament is the highest forum of discussion and debate in public issues and national policy of our country. Two houses of Parliament. The Parliament plays a central role in modern democracy. Large countries have divided the role and the power of Parliament into two parts. They are called chamber or houses. Indian Parliament consists of two houses or chambers. One is Lok Sabha, second one is Rajya Sabha. Now Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha is known as lower chamber or the House of People. Why it is called as a House of People? Because the member of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people and exercise the real power on behalf of the people. The Lok Sabha at present consists of 545 members. Among these, 530 members are directly elected from the states and 13 from the union territories, while 2 are nominated by the president to represent Anglo-Indian community. The time period of Lok Sabha is 5 years. Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is also known as upper chamber and also called as Council of States. Why Rajya Sabha is called Council of States? Yes, because it is indirectly elected and performs special functions such as interest of various states, regions and federal units. The Rajya Sabha should consist of not more than 250 members. 238 members representing the states and union territories, and 12 members nominated by the president. Rajya Sabha is a permanent body and it is not subject to the dissolution. Here, Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha. The President of India is a part of Parliament. Although he or she is not a member of either houses. Is Lok Sabha more powerful than Rajya Sabha? Yes, Lok Sabha is more powerful than Rajya Sabha in many ways. First one, ordinary law passing matters. Any ordinary law needs to be passed by both the houses, but in case of conflict, view of Lok Sabha prevail because it has large number of members. Second one, money related law or money bill. Once the Lok Sabha passes the budget or any other money related laws, Rajya Sabha cannot reject it. The Rajya Sabha can delay it for a maximum of 14 days or suggest changes in it which may or may not be accepted by the Lok Sabha. Third, control the Council of Ministers. Most importantly, the Lok Sabha controls the Council of Ministers. If the majority of the Lok Sabha members says that they have no confidence in the Council of Ministers, then all the ministers, including the Prime Minister, have to resign. Now, political executive. What is meaning of executive? The executive is the branch of the government exercising the authority in and holding the responsibility for the governance of the state. The executive executes and enforces the law. There are two types of executive. One is political executive, another one is permanent executive. Political executive. They are elected by the people for a specific period. They are ministers and political leaders. Ministers are expected to form policies and laws that will be used to govern the states. Permanent executive. They are appointed for a long-term basis. They are also known as civil servants. They remain in office even when the ruling party changes. They work under the political executive and assist them for carrying out the daily administrations. Powers of permanent and political executive. The political executive has more power than the permanent executive. This is because the political executive is elected by the people, and in a democracy, will of the people is supreme. They are answerable to the people for all consequences of their decisions. Permanent executives are more educated and have expertise on the subject of ministry. For instance, advisor of the finance ministry know more about economics than the finance minister. But still, decision of the finance minister will be the final. Political executive can take advice of the permanent executives. Political executive can take advice of the permanent executive and then decide the overall framework and objectives of the policies to be implemented.